Now, in just 3 days, many of us, if not all of us, will be watching the NFL's two best teams go to battle in Super Bowl 47. You know, we love our football, but yeah, it's a little bit brutal. It's estimated that two football players running at full speed at 20 miles per hour can generate 1,800 pounds of force in a head-on collision. These guys do this for 16 games during the regular season, and to stay on those rosters and keep making the big money, most of them play through the pain. NFL veteran Coy Wire explains the gladiator mindset of NFL players.
Fast-paced action and bone-crushing hits. Get up! It's what makes football so appealing to fans, but also harmful to the players.
Did you ever see or witness what you thought was a guy who clearly something wasn't right, but he kept playing?
I've seen that on occasion, where a player's made a big hit, gets up, he's kind of stumbling, trying to find his line, where to line up.
Dr. Ched Garton is a former NFL team doctor. He says most players perform at a heightened sense of arousal, allowing them to play through pain, but also face a number of other pressures.
Their income depends on it, how they perform plays a role in that. Not only that, it is scrutinized by the media, the fans, everyone that's watching their performance.
Go out there with reckless abandon and you play the game.
That's the gladiator mindset. Garrison Hurst was a running back with the San Francisco 49ers. Doctors said he would never play again after a debilitating ankle injury. He was back on the field after 2 years of rehab.
This gladiator mentality, is that just something that is within, or is that something that you learn?
I think it's within, but I also think it's learned as you play. First thing you learn in football, if it's not broken, you can still go.
Apply that mindset to head trauma, and there's a potential for life-altering injuries.
After seeing what some of these men have been through and their families have been through, does that scare you?
When they're taking their own life, it absolutely does scare me.
Algie Crumpler was a tight end in the NFL for 10 years. He's had a few concussions on record, but admits there were probably more.
I missed 4 games due to injury in my 10-year career. I probably should have missed twice that, maybe even more.
I'd do it all over again right now.
Why?
Because I love every minute of it.
That same sentiment is echoed by most NFL players, yet they admit change is needed.
You grow up teaching kids to knock the crap out of each other. As they get older, that's all they're going to do. But if you teach them the proper way to tackle and the fundamentals, then they can be that change that the game needs.
Coy Wire is in studio with us. I'm going to speak with him next about the culture of football, plus Super Bowl ticket prices. We'll learn who's buying tickets, but more surprisingly, who is not. We are counting down to Super Bowl Sunday and all the excitement surrounding the big game. But one thing we're less likely to hear about is the danger surrounding the game, the bone-crushing hits to the head that can leave players, forgetting their own name. So what makes players play through this pain? Well, joining me to break down this gladiator mentality is former NFL linebacker and fellow Stanford alumni, Coy Wire. Coy, great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Vin.
All right, let's. What is it? Is it a mindset? And is it a mindset that starts when our guys are this big?
There's no question. I think there are some internal factors, external, but then also cultural factors as well. I mean, I know what pressures pushed me to persevere through pain. I have a titanium plate and 4 screws in my neck and continued to play with it.
You played with it?
I played with it 3 years
Was it the money or is it something else? Because, it is big money.
Right. It's a great question. That's one of the factors. I think financial job security, right? I mean, there's always a younger, hungrier, and potentially more athletic guy just waiting, chomping at the bit to take your spot. So you don't want to lose your job. That's the main thing. Another thing I think is just your dream. You're living your dream. You don't want to give that up at all. And then the third thing I think is that toughness is like a badge of honor in sports. You want to be able to be tough mentally, physically, show that you'll do whatever you can.
Well, that's like me. I got this blister and I had a tennis match and I still played.
Yeah, you were showing me. That's nasty, man.
It was tough. All right, so now here's where it really gets important, though. The professionals, there's this big lawsuit where all these former NFL guys are going to the NFL, so it's on the agenda now. Mm-hmm. But parents are concerned because of our children,
Absolutely.
Right? Do you think that this discussion that we're having, the reporting that you're doing, do you think it's filtering down to where the people who are coaching our children are getting it and are teaching them the right way and making it safer for our kids?
Absolutely. I think this is the first step. Raising awareness about this issue is key, and we're moving in the right direction. I think the message that needs to come through all this to the parents, to the kids, to coaches, is to get the message across. Look, you're going to get injured, but we have to have this mantra. It's okay not to play. If you don't feel right in the head, rest instead. If you don't feel complete, don't compete. That's the type of message we need to get across to the athletes.
That's going to take some, though. That's going to take some at the Pee Wee football, not just Pee Wee, but all of youth sports, because the grown-ups, they want to win. And sometimes they want to win more than the kids.
That's right. It's that competitive culture. But as you heard Algie say in that piece, it's scary. When people are taking their own lives, Junior Seau, Dave Dewerson, when Eric LeGrand, the college player who was paralyzed in the sport, we don't want to change the game completely. Don't worry. It's not going to become two-hand touch. It's not going to become flag football. I think we just need to make slight rules and modification changes that will take away the life-threatening and life-altering injuries. That's the key. We still want the big hits. We still want that.
Good to have a real NFL player in here. And coming up, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl and how much is too much for a ticket. Over 10 grand. We're going to speak with a StubHub spokesperson to find out who's paying what for a trip to New Orleans. And here are some odds for you. You know the odds of winning a free pizza? 50-50. You just got to win a. Let's bring in a pie here. We got 2 pizzas here. Papa John's. Ooh. All right. But no, you don't get the pizza. You got to call it correctly. Okay, heads or tails?
Oh, here we go. Tails. Never fails. Never fails.
Tails. He gets a slice.
I get a pizza?
You get a slice. And guess what? Papa John's in the house tonight. I'm going to speak to the Papa John about what he's doing at the Super Bowl to give you the same chance to win a free pizza. Feed the man.
Give me that pizza.
Feed the man. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads? Tails. No pizza for you.
Sorry.
No pizza for you.
I'll see you guys later. I'm out of here.